Video 4 of our massive Northland road trip series. We've had so much good food, we've covered so much ground, and today brings us to the far north. So we're covering sort of north of Kirikiri, we're into Doubtless Bay, we're heading up to Houhora, we're going to be in Kaitaia, and there's going to be some good eats.
So this is a 5-part series taking you all around Te Tai Tokerau Northland, showing you the amazing food and drink scene that we have up here. It is wild. You have to hop in a car, get up here and explore it for yourself. We're kicking off at an icon of Doubtless Bay. We're at the Manganui fish shop. This place, you'll have seen it and you know it, but we're taking you behind the scenes today. We're going to learn a little bit more about why this place is so special.
And it lives up to that sign, fresh from the ocean. I'm Thomas.
And I'm Sheena, and we're chasing a plate.
We hope you're hungry. Let's eat.
Look at this. So this is the Manganui fish shop. You've got the counter with all of the fish on display. There's smoked fish at the other end, chips, fat and skinny, and then there's a bar so you can order a beer or a drink with your F&Cs.
Before we eat fish and chips, we want to give you a little behind the scenes look because there's something very special here. They have quota, so they get fish direct from the wharf, straight into the shop, filleted here, freshest fish you could imagine, straight to the fish and chip shop, and here it is being filleted.
So the fish comes off the boat at the wharf, which is literally 30 seconds away, and comes straight to the shop for processing. So I'm just hanging out with Jason here, who's a master fish filleter. He's just going for it with the snapper here, and that's just going straight into the shop to be turned into fish and chips.
As well as the filleting, there's a smokehouse. So right in here there's a smokehouse, so there's smoking fish on site as well. So a lot of the heads and frames and wings and stuff can get smoked up, sold through the shop as well. So you've got this smell of the residual smoke from the house in here. Whoa. And Jason's just done a 21-pound tamare snapper, just filled it up. Insane fish.
It's pretty special. Our fish and chips have been cooked by owner of Manganui Fish Shop, Lee Graham. We're happy to be here. So happy to be here. Like,
good to see you guys.
So stoked. This is a very special shop. Line caught.
Yeah. At the wharf. Yeah, Manganui Wharf. So yeah, it's a great relationship. Being only 100 metres away, and yeah, we basically just have to drive over there and pick up the fish and bring it back. So a 10-minute trip. And you could be eating fish straight off the wharf, so.
It's fresh as anything.
Yeah, yeah.
And no food miles.
Exactly, exactly, yeah. So it's one of the upsides, yeah.
And it's such a special location, you know, you're right over the water.
Yeah.
Looking at the water.
Yeah. It's a tough life.
I mean, it couldn't get any better.
Yeah.
It's a dream.
Yep.
Oh, got the goods. Thank you.
Enjoy.
No doubt about it. This is a dream dining spot. Look at it, like windows open. I can smell that sea breeze. I can see the shags diving for fish, boats out in the harbour, and then this golden fish and chip feast in front of me. So we ordered the blue nose and then the snapper. The snapper because it was just so fresh. Jason filleting it out the back as we speak. Then the blue nose, which is a there's a fishing boat tootling out there right now. Awesome. Blue nose is an awesome eating fish. It's a deep sea fish, quite unusual to find at a fish and chip shop, but they have it here quite often. It's quite a firm flesh, delicious. Look at this, like, oh my God, oh my goodness. Look at that huge chunk of tamare. That fish is so fresh, melts in your mouth. We're in Doubtless Bay, snapper everywhere around here. And this is just unreal.
It's so neat that I'm sitting on the wharf over the water, eating super fresh fish. But that's the thing that gets me here. It's not all about the fact that it's an incredible location, and it truly is. It's a world-class place to eat fish and chips. It would be hard to beat this. But the fact that they're landing the fish at the wharf 100 meters over there, bringing it in, it is as fresh could be off the boats, filleting it almost to order. They're just filleting straight into the shop and cooking the fish. It's a very, very special place, and it's a full package. It's licensed, so you can get a drink, you can sit here, take in the view, take in the fish and chips. Oh, that blue nose is special. It's hard to beat. Sitting here, fresh as fish you could possibly ask for. What a way to start this portion of this video. So we're in Dallas Bay at the moment. We're heading north from here. Yum. That is delicious. From one Dallas Bay icon to another, this is the Cable Bay store, right beside the ocean. The giant ice cream on top, the perfect place to come for an ice cream on the beach after those fish and chips.
I've ordered a double scoop. I've got Gold Rush and mint chocolate chip coming. Cable Bay store is a classic. It's an icon of the area, and you know, the beach is 10 seconds across the road, so I'm going to take the ice cream across the beach and watch those waves. I'm so happy right now. Look at this. Look at this beach. Northland has some of the best beaches in Aotearoa, and you know, perhaps I'm biased because we live here, but I mean, this is magical. This series is super special. Like I said, Thomas and I just moved up here to the far north, and so we get a chance to share with you the epic food region that Northland is. Northland, I reckon, is the most underrated food region in Aotearoa. You know, things grow here that you wouldn't even dream of. Bananas, there's a coffee plantation up over the hill. It's just an amazing place to discover if you're into food and drink. So Northland have put together these itineraries, and they're all about food and drink, so you can travel the region via food. And this is what these videos are. It's just a snapshot of what these itineraries offer, and us taking you to some of our favourite spots in Te Tai Tokerau.
Our next stop is just up the road, and it's something truly fascinating. It's a necessity of life that comes directly from those waves. This is going to be amazing. And that necessity of life is salt. From Cable Bay, where we've just been for an ice cream, we've come just inland, a few minutes inland, to where James Moore is making salt. Taipa Salt Pig, look at this. This is how you make salt. This is really interesting stuff.
So I'm hanging out with James Moore, the salt baron, owner-operator of the Taifa Salt Pig, and I just want to rewind because I think it's really interesting how you got into this.
Sure.
So the GFC hit.
I had a business in Hamilton that went completely belly up in the global financial crisis, and of course it changed my life. I was bankrupted, no real prospects of work, so I became a postie, and I rode around Hamilton delivering mail for 5 years, and in that time I was thinking all the time about ideas about, you know, what I could make or what I could do, and salt was the one that I landed on. And so we got an opportunity for my wife to get a job up here, and we moved, and we decided to give it a crack. And we haven't looked back for 5 years, so it's been pretty cool.
It's a fascinating thing seeing the production of salt. It's extra fascinating when you've come from the beach with the salt water, and here it is on your back doorstep essentially. We live just around the corner from here, so this is truly local salt for us, but for Northlanders, New Zealanders, I mean, it doesn't get much more local than the beach down the road. And for something you eat every day, I mean, you have to have salt, and you have it in every meal essentially. To see it, this hands-on look at how it's done, this is super cool stuff. what a place. James is doing epic things.
So with salt, we are talking time, the sun,
Patience.
patience,
Yeah. And of course, love.
of course, and then the added extra, the hard work and the care and the love that goes into the product. So can you talk me through, just like in really basic terms, how it works?
Sure. So we go and collect water, and up until about 12 months ago, we simply decanted the water into these trays or into the large salt house down the bottom, and it sat there for probably about 3 to 4 weeks until the water had evaporated and left the crystals. And about 6 months ago, we started making the water on our solar still, and that gives us a concentrated brine, which we now bring up here and put in there, and that's halved pretty much how long it takes to make salt.
Wow.
It's just sunshine, the water evaporates, and you're left with these crystals.
Natural as. And you've made 14 flavoured salts.
I have.
Marmite, squid ink, citrus, amazing. And what's really neat is that people can come here to Taipa and do a Meet the Maker tour with
Sure,
you. So
yeah.
can you tell me a bit about that?
We normally start the tour down at Cable Bay Beach, where we go and collect some water.
Yeah.
And then we come back here to home base, and we've got 2 operations going. We've got the salt farm, and we've also got a little operation making drinking water from seawater. So the tour starts down there with us unloading the water, showing how the water is made, and then we come up here and do a brief tour of the facilities up here where we make the salt. And once we've done that, we've got options for you. You can either have lunch, or you can just stop at the tour, or you can have an experience to make your own flavoured salt and your own cosmetic products.
So like a salt scrub.
Salt scrub, yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. So there we have it, the Taipa Salt Pig sea salt, pure sea salt, from down the road, literally down the road, using eco-friendly packaging. It's just amazing. It's such a cool product.
Cool.
Can't wait to taste it.
Awesome.
We have reached what for us is the northernmost point of our journey in New Zealand, but you don't have to go far up that road. Only 40 minutes takes you right to the very top. Cape Reinga is up there, but we're not quite heading that far because this is a food journey. But on the way to the Cape or the way back, because it's something you got to do, it's a great place to see, it's an awesome experience to go up there. You stop here at Houhora Honeybees for a pie. Now this could not be a New Zealand food road trip series without a pie featuring somewhere in there, and this place does very special pies. They're delicious, and they do a power pie, which is super unique. Let's grab some.
I really love this spot. The team are really welcoming, friendly, jolly. The pies are delicious. It's just a little container shop actually. So they've got all sorts of things, pies, coffees, real fruit ice creams, whatnot. We've got the goods.
We got the power pie, we got classic mince and cheese. I was just doing a bit more filming and I've discovered that they do a burger pie. That has got to be the most unique pie I've ever heard of. Gotta grab one, gotta check that out.
Time that a pie showed up on this road trip series. I have got the power pie. So super thin pastry. They use those sunbeam pie makers that you get for the home, and so it's like a a homemade pie essentially, and it's filled with creamed power. It is so creamy. There's onions in there. So thin, flaky, crispy pastry, and then loaded with filling. That's what I love about this place. Power is abalone, or sea snail. It is a delicacy here in New Zealand. You don't often find a power pie, so if you're up here, you must try one, because this is well worth eating.
Super unique burger pie time. The power one, very hard to find. You basically never see that. This though, I have never ever seen in my life. So mince and cheese, our other one, getting a bit greedy here today, but mince and cheese, that's probably the most common pie in New Zealand. If you're watching from overseas, a lot of pies get sold in this country. We're talking millions and millions of pies a year. So this is a real big thing here in New Zealand. Whoa. Whoa. This is amazing. What an invention. There's a meat patty, there's pickles, there's cheese, there's onion. This is a combo of two different foods that I'm very happy to have discovered. That is delicious. This is a great place. So we're right here on the main road. Cape's that way. We're turning and heading south that way, but more food to come in this one. This is a lovely part of the country and pies are great. What a great couple of days eating, but it's not over yet. We've made our way to Kaitaia and this is a new open. This is Peekaboo and it's a really neat little place. It's a bit of a gem here in Kaitaia and pizzas are really good here, so let's go in for a meal.
I'm just hanging out with Josh, who is making a couple of pizzas. What have we got on the go?
So at the moment we've got our in-house margarita, which has buffalo mozzarella, also our own cheese blend, which has 3 different cheeses. Once again, it's mozzarella. We've also got tasty and a provolone. So as you can imagine, it's quite cheesy and it's actually really delicious.
Yow.
Everything here at Peekaboo, we actually pride ourselves on being in-house. So everything's either very technical or, you know, we don't like to buy a lot of things in.
Yeah. It just tastes better that way.
Yeah, it does, you know, and especially when you've got like that little bit of love that you've put into it, it goes a long way. Well, I feel like it does anyway.
I agree. I'm hanging out with Danny, who is the co-owner of Peekaboo, who owns Peekaboo with his wife Stephanie. This is such a great concept for Kaitaia because Kaitaia doesn't have a restaurant like this.
Thank you. Yeah, no, we're very proud actually what we've done here with that place, and yeah, I think it's a good feel to it, and just give a bit of sunshine to Kaitaia. And everything is done in-house, so we try to keep everything, you know, local producers, and everything is done in-house. We've got a big kitchen team. We've got a great bar team. You know, we can have cocktails, mocktails. We're doing smoothies and everything, and try to, you know, cater for everyone.
And what's your favourite thing on the menu?
Yeah, I think we've got a beautiful pizza oven just straight from Italy, so we have got beautiful pizzas. So I would say one of those pizzas. We've got 6 different pizzas on the menu, and I think they're pretty amazing. Yeah?
I've tried them before, so I'm definitely ordering one today.
Yes, thank you.
Look at this colourful spread. I really love Peekaboo. It's a great space. It's really comfortable, welcoming. The staff are great. The food is good. It's just a neat spot for Kaitaia. We've got a couple of smoothies, which they're really well known for. We've had those before, they're delicious. Pizzas, how good do they look? So like Josh was saying, everything's made in-house. And you can tell when you taste it because the quality is amazing. And we've also got a really lovely looking salad, packed full of goodness. Margarita. Holy moly, that is sensational. Chewy base, crispy though. Cheese, tomato, basil. Perfect combo. So good.
The menu here is very extensive too, so all day. They breakfast right through to big plates for dinner. We're here in sort of late afternoon, so that's why we've just had a few pizzas, some smoothies. You can have a beer, have a wine as well though. Look at this. Carb on carb, meatball. Having the potato on there is delicious. And that meatball, oh. That's so good. That sourdough base is delicious. Yum. That's packed with mango and pineapple and coconut milk, so that is a burst of freshness that gives me the tropical feels, you know, the winterless north. Yum. Oh, another massive video in a part of the world we love. We are locals up here, so this is our hood, and it's been such a joy to show it to you. Come here, eat this stuff, sit on the beach, have an ice cream, have fish and chips, have epic pies, get that amazing salt to cook with. There's so much cool stuff to see up here and beautiful views to share it all with. So it's got everything, and it's been a joy to film this one. Thank you for watching. Remember, this is a big road trip series all around Northland, so check out the other videos. There's 4 more beyond this one, so check them all out. Thank you for watching this one. I can't wait to finish up these pizzas. Thanks for watching.